she is finally here. 1/7 scale painted figure Mio from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. One of my absolute favourite games of all time, and I am so excited for this one. Now, a few years ago I bought both the Pyra and Mithra scale figures, and honestly they remain two jewels in my collection. I was a bit silly and I didn't buy the Melia one. For whatever reason, I just didn't buy it, and I didn't buy the Nia and the Cosmos ones that they released as well. But I'm back with Mio, and I'm really excited for this one. If only they did a uni to go alongside it. Now, this is an interesting box because it doesn't actually come with any window. This is a very minimalistic box. It looks absolutely beautiful. You get the original artwork on the side, which makes it nice to keep. And of course, you can see the various ways you can pose her. I say various ways. There's only one way you can pose her. It's a static figure. But it's interesting that we don't actually have a window on the box. I understand this was the same with Nia as well, so yeah, we'll just take it as it goes. You get the Nintendo seal of approval. They approved it. Of course they did. Well, without further ado, let's unbox her from her cardboard prison, shall we? So, first things first, let's have a look at her face. I think this is one of the things that you kind of need to get right, and honestly, they really did. Her face looks really accurate compared to the official source. I'm not sure about this little strand of hair. I don't know if that's a little bit of kind of plastic where it's kind of came off a little bit, but there is a little tiny mark, but if I'm honest, you can't really see it. The hair looks really nice with a lot of the strands being individually sculpted, and you have this little flick here. I would be very careful with this because this was wrapped in tissue paper, so that might be a little bit fragile. Of course, you have the little bit of flick on the front, which does look really nicely sculpted, and two very fluffy looking ears. Very nice indeed. And you can actually, when you touch them, you can actually feel the kind of the fluffiness to them. Ah, fluffy one. As you move down, she has her little emblem on her chest, along with a very simple looking tank top thing. Yeah, I don't know what the word's called for it, but I like the way the fabric looks like it's stretching over her. And you get a little bit of side boober if you really kind of need it. I kind of like, it's one of those ones, it accentuates her curves we would used to see it. Around the middle we have her big puffer 80s kind of style jacket, which looks absolutely fantastic. This is what I'm saying about the whites on greys. It really manages to look nice, and honestly they managed to pull it off because this is a difficult part to do. It is very difficult to make silver look good, and they really managed it. I really like these little chakrams as well. They just look absolutely pretty and definitely gives it that little bit of a futuristic vibe. You know, the way Xenoblade has its own kind of way of doing things, all kind of futuristic and just very nice. Yeah, I do have to insert these hands into the figure itself. She doesn't come all pre-assembled. So yeah, it is a little bit of a faff on, but they do look really nice. Moving down, we have her skirt and her tights, and they look nice. I like the way they managed to do the pattern. Again, the fact that you have this white, then you have this silver, then you have like the lighter silver, plus the white on here. Yet everything kind of makes it feel like it's a slightly different colour. The tones and the shading looks really nice, as well as the design. I was thinking that this was going to be like a bit more of a layered thing, like you could feel the layers, but no, it's just one kind of chunk. Of course, you have her drawstring, I suppose you may call it, and she's got a pair of, well, very dark tights. Moving down, we have her legs, and again, they look really nice. I love the way the poses kind of stretch out, so she's kind of like half stepping, half kind of pausing, and the design is really nice. Again, these don't have like any layer to them. They just kind of look like they're painted on the different lines and stuff like that, which is absolutely fine. And you have her very Xenoblade looking shoes or sandals. Are these sandals or shoes? Are these all just big boots? Yeah, it's very interesting indeed. Of course, we can't really just not talk about the base. It's a base. It's got the same emblem as her chakrams do. It's fine. If I'm honest, it's one of those things that I kind of like a little bit off-putting with the figure. Not that it's bad, I'm used to all of these Hololive scale figures come with a little bit of something on the base. So this one does look a little bit plain, but there's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, it's got her design from the game on here, which I think will stand out a little bit more should they do a Noah or a Uni or someone like that. I mean, I'm kind of expecting that they're not going to do either of them, but we can always live in hope. Mio is an absolutely gorgeous figure, and it really does show that they have taken the time and effort to give us Xenoblade fans something nice at the end of the day. Xenoblade is in an absolutely different position than it was 15 years ago when we were struggling just to get the original game, and I'm so happy to see that it is absolutely popular and we are getting tons, well not tons, we are getting plenty of figures. All I'm going to ask, please give us Nendroids. I mean, we've got the Figma, we've got the scale, Nendroids next. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And are you going to pick up Mio? Let me know. And I'll see you next time.